It's the top of the AA. It's the top of the AA. I'm up in at this money. People think it's funny. We walk when I be running. I need it in a hurry. Look, shawty body curvy. Her man looking worried. Don't wanna have to bury. Your tail tuck scurry. I don't want no problem. I'll be the one to solve them. Don't fight over no bitches. Too many in the world. She's never really yours. You're never really hers. My vision full of blurs. These niggas looking scared. Looking like a coward. Your attitude is sour. You do it for the minute, I do it for the hour. God gave me the power, grace and gave me mercy. Haters wanna curse me, but their weapons didn't prosper. Satan tried to hurt me, chocolate like a Hershey. New York out to New Jersey, like James, I'm worthy. He see a G coming, but I don't wanna. If I did, she's a goner. We be smoking marijuana in some corner of the AA, the top of the AA. Of the AA, the top of the AA. I'd have her in a sauna. By the end of the night, we'd be under the moonlight. By the end of the night, we'd be on Versace sheets with a bottle of Bel Air, looking up at the stars with just a few cares. Fingers through your hair, playing truth or dare. You a model, I'm a player. It's been groomed and I care. Don't give a fuck about this bullshit in the world. I only care about my little boy and two little girls. My wife and my mama, my daddy and my brothers, and everybody else. They get caught up in the struggle and suffer. Long suffering, my friend. It's the top of the AA. The top of the AA. It's the top of the AA. The top of the AA.
You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3 ATL, the real definition of internet radio. Download the app in the Google Play Store or the iTunes Store and make sure you tune in each and every day to all of the dope shows that we have on this platform.
You know what they say, man. Hey, man. That's what the fuck you get for thinking, right? Yeah, I thought that this was shit. I thought. Fuck, I thought that this was. Yeah, man, I thought that this was. Fuck, I thought. Yeah, I thought that this was love. Fuck, I thought that this was shit. I thought that this was love. Yeah, I thought that this was. I thought that this was love, yeah, I thought that this was, man, I thought that this was love. Now I'm reaching for my, he got me looking for my gun, yeah, I'm looking for my, he got me reaching for my gun, cause I thought that this was, fuck, I thought that this was love, yeah, I thought that this was, man, I thought that this was love, yeah, I thought that this was, yeah, I thought that this was love, yeah, he thought I was a lame when he pulled off with that bitch, yeah, he thought it was a game till I pulled up with this stick. Yeah, he seen I was insane when I emptied out the clip. Man, I thought that this was, fuck, I thought that this was love. Yeah, I thought that this was, man, I thought that this was love. Now I'm reaching for my, he got me looking for my gun. Yeah, I'm looking for my, he got me reaching for my gun. Man, I thought that this was, fuck, I thought that this was love. Yeah, I thought that this was, shit, I thought that this was love. Now I'm looking for my, he got me reaching for my gun, yeah, I'm reaching for my, he got me looking for my gun, yeah, he thought I was a lame when he pulled off with that bitch, yeah, he thought it was a game till I pulled up with this stick, yeah, he seen I was insane when I emptied out the clip, man, I thought that this was, fuck, I thought that this was love, yeah, I thought that this was, man, I thought that this was love, yeah, I thought you had my back, like that Vicky Brawl strap, but you forgot about the trap, you forgot I held your work, you forgot I held forgot I had them plugs, and you forgot I helped you count. How the fuck you forget that? I turned that 3 into that 5. You turn that 5 into whatever. Ever flip with a nigga, then he run off with the cheddar. Had the nigga up and leave when he get to doing better. Same nigga in the sack, can't nobody get it wetter. He turned a beauty to a beast, give a fuck about whoever. Yeah, I'm all up in your bank, turn your nigga to my teller. Yeah, she bad and she clever, plus she thick and she yellow. Yeah, I thought that this was love. Fuck, I thought that this was shit. I thought that this was love. Yeah, I thought that this was shit. I thought that this was love. Yeah, I thought that this was, man, I thought that this was love. Now I'm reaching for my, he got me looking for my gun. Yeah, I'm looking for my, he got me reaching for my gun. Cause I thought that this was, fuck, I thought that this was love. Yeah, I thought that this was, man, I thought that this was love. Man, I thought that this was love. Yeah, I thought that this was love. Yeah, he thought I was a lame when he pulled off with that bitch. He thought it was a game till I pulled up with this stick. Yeah, he seen I was insane when I emptied out the clip. Okay, I thought that this was, fuck, I thought that this was love. Yeah, I thought that this was, man, I thought that this was love. Now I'm reaching for my, now I'm reaching for my gun. Yeah, I'm looking for my, he got me reaching for my gun. My gun.
Aside, I got a stiff arm. Inside my mind, I wandered to roam. See inside my eyes, I got the fire to ignite the sky. These better days, I put them kinda lies. Tread lightly in the water. I could've drowned trying to chase waves in the dolphins. Gotta make way through the shade to the garden. Like for me, a bunch of dope plays, then exhaustion. Drink from the water. Drink from the water. Drank from the water in the fountain for the Zoom, though the sign said caution. Cotton candy clouds and the cherry stem kisses. Racking up the long flies, come with swung misses. Never took an L and fail, live my whole life gifted. Chase the one who changed the world, been my whole life mission. Whole time shipping. Diaries abroad for the world, do adore who you are, name slipping from the windows to the wall. I'm a ball, put 40 on the board till sweat drop down off my forehead. Yeah, carrying the torchlight. I ain't got the answers, but I got the foresight. L-Bell, 45 yards, it's a short night. Gotta win a day, then win another 4 nights. Tour life, trying to get these books, hella chapters. Tales for the kids, so it's do or disaster. These lines for the tweets and lines for the captions. I give them hella game, so to me it's ass matting. I'm stat patting, they stat cashing. Waving for the gram guy, zoom for the kids and zoom from within. We drink from the fountain, experience the world, never know what all can happen. Zoom full of passion, zoom to my passions. Zoom to my passions. We just zoom to our passions. Zoom to your passions. Yeah.
I just want to run my business and do ratchet shit with my friends, and that's it. That's it. That's it.
You are now tuned in to All Hustle and No Fear with your girl, the Hood Unicorn. Come on, let's go.
Back against the wall, last name against the ropes. Middle finger stretched, if you're thinking it's a joke, tell my friend I'm about to blow, 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 about to blow.
There we go. Audio now? Audio now? Is it working now? Give me a thumbs up if it's working now. A lot of times if you are in that place, you're asking yourself, how do I get out of this? How do I move past this? How is it that I can get through? And the answer is very simple. You just got to get up and do it. You know, those days when it's hard, those days when your brain is telling you all the reasons why you don't want to do something or why you shouldn't do something, or when you're questioning and you have doubt, you first have to go back to the first one of those things that I talk about, which is you got to talk to yourself nice. You know, you have to gently remind yourself of what the goal is. You have to gently remind yourself of what path you're on. You know, on those days when you say, I don't want to, I don't feel like it, I'm not in the mood. Those are the days when you just have to do it instead. Do it because of, do it in spite of. On those days where you question your abilities, when you question your decisions, those are the days that you just have to. And I know it sounds cliche. I know it sounds stupid. I know it sounds difficult, but that's exactly what it is. I also dare you or implore you to just be honest about it. See, a lot of us are walking around with this pain, or we're walking around with this doubt. We're walking around with this confusion, with this melancholy feeling, and we're hiding it. We're holding it in. We're letting our depressive state be something that we're not acknowledging. I don't want you to do that. See, you're human, and humanity means having emotions and emoting. An emotion is a feeling in movement. That's what emotion means. So, how do you hide something that is in motion? How do you hide something that is moving, that is changing, that is growing, that it's dying, or whatever the case may be for you? You can't. You have to live in it. And in living in it means acknowledging it. It also means fighting it. It means pushing through it. It means finding a way around it, in it, out of it, whatever. And in doing that, there has to be some sort of honesty there. Get help, people. Talk to somebody. Sometimes, and I know it sounds crazy, but it's very true. Sometimes it's a stranger. You need somebody who has no skin in the game, that you can just let it go and walk away from, like you never said it, like it never happened. And sometimes you might need to talk to somebody who is close to you, who understands you, who'll be there for you. I don't know who this message is for right now. I know in a way I'm talking to myself. I know in some ways this ain't for none of y'all. But whatever it is, whoever it is, for whatever reason, it's out there. So when I'm feeling down, when I'm in that low place, I tend to play music. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm in a place where I need to get out of my head and I need to get into that motion spot. And to do that, it's music for me. So I'll be playing a little bit of music today. If y'all feeling some kind of way, just might not be the day to listen to All Hustle. But every day is a day to listen to All Hustle. I do want to say I'm very happy. I'm happy that you guys came out to the polls. I'm happy that you guys came out and voted. I'm happy that Georgia showed up once again. I don't know why it's in the twilight hours that you have to go and represent for Raphael Warnock, but y'all do. This is the second time that he has won as a runoff. But regardless, he won, and he can keep his job, and he can continue to do what he has been trying to do for Georgia. Because of his win, he definitely changed the Congress for America. The Democrats have the House, and they have the majority, so it's 51 plus the vice president. So that's, it is what it is. I'm not going to say it's a good or a bad thing, because in the end, I just wanted to make sure somebody was in that seat that could read, right? And towards the end of this campaign here, Mr. Walker was definitely showing his colors. So thank you, Georgia, for showing up and showing out, and once again making Georgia a blue state. All of those rednecks are pissed out there, but hey, let them be mad. This state been red long enough in the history of Georgia. Y'all can deal with two seasons or terms or however many this last of us being blue. Okay. That's it. Like I said, this is a music kind of day. I'm feeling musical. I feel like I want to just let my music play and enjoy it. And that's what I'm going to do. When we get back from this music break, we are talking about money today. And it's a couple of different things I want to talk about. If you have a feeling or an emotion about Deion Sanders, I'd like to know what it is. I really want you guys to call in and have a conversation with me about Deion, because I don't understand why everybody is so mad about this man making a decision for his life. Why is it? And it's not just Deion. Y'all did this same thing to LeBron James. Why you feel as though they owe you something? LeBron James didn't owe Cleveland shit. But Cleveland was pissed when LeBron decided he needed to move on because he wanted to win. He's an athlete. That's his goal. He wasn't getting what he needed where he was, so he went somewhere else. I don't understand why it is that we feel as though these black men owe us something, whereas the only thing that they are owed is the ability to live their life gracefully. So whether Deion is in Boulder or whether Deion is in Jackson, he is going to make a difference because that's what Deion does. Now, whether or not he's making a difference in the lives of a HBCU student or in the lives of a PWI institution with black students is his path. And who am I to say that he's wrong or right on it? So, we're going to talk some more on this. We got a couple of other things to talk about. There's some people that's been dying. A couple of people with some big money got monies just up and dying, and they relatively young. And the question is why? Why are these people dying? And some other stuff. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the music. The last song that we played was I'm Blessed by Shakira. We also played Top of the AA by Timo Goody. And we had some OG5 with I Thought. Right now we got some Sky High with Lily, Love You Like I Love You, and a couple of others. So you make sure you stay tuned. This is All Hustle No Fear right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. And
I like it, I love it, I want some more of it.
Oh my, if sexy was a weapon, I would say you are the bomb, blowing me sky high. We would have a blast until your queendom come, gripping your thighs as we dance to procreation, simulation so sweet. We don't ask why. We are here together, banging bodies to the beat. Let me do you like I love you. Do you like I love you? 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 I'll take you with me if you follow my lead. So share your precious little body, that is all I need. Let me love you. Do you like I love you? 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 In your eyes, you want me now. If you want to live the dream, I'll show you how. I can see it in your eyes, you want me now. If you want to live the dream, I'll show you how. I can see it in your eyes, you want me now. If you want to live the dream, I'll show you how. I can see it in your eyes, you want me now. If you want to live the dream, I'll show you how. Do you like I love you? 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 Going insane. Lately I can't be too focused on you. When things change, and I'm praying that things change, so I can get close to you. I wanna pull up on you. No more games. I'm done playing. I'm done playing. It's time to make my move. I just gotta play it cool. Love, babe, and Cupid is the blame. Yeah, you feel it too. She said she felt that. She telling me her feelings and I respect that. I'm showing I keep it real and she expect that. So we ain't gotta ask for receipts when I give her cash with the next bag. You thinking I'm the bomb, I threw another frag. This might just be a hit, I threw another jab. If you don't hit me back, then we are not a match. Cause I'm the hot type, yeah, this is not an act. Last night I couldn't breathe, it's like my lungs collapsed when I text you, but you ain't text me back. What were you doing? Where were you at? Thought you was available, I fell in the trap. If you say let's disappear, then we fall off the map. If you say you need some love, and I fall in your lap. These are all facts, it's just the yelling cap. I'm out of my mind, I gotta call my doctor back. So focused on you. Love, babe. Cupid is the blame. Yeah, you feel it too. Yeah. It hit me. Maybe it's the tequila, yeah, I'm litty. Still running my game and it's crispy. Never breaking us up like a Rice Krispie. Gotta stay sticky, icky. Tonight I'm going out and you coming with me. We gon' pour it up in the best 50. Blowing smoke in the air like the old hippies. I got you going wild like the old Britney. My game type, I step back, I call game. Like the buzzer beater, got the ops going insane. And since I brought you here, I know you leaving how you came. And the plan is to have you come over again and again. and now you got it all to gain. We came for the appetizers, you got the main. Trying to build with you, that's why I brought the crane. The Halo's in the room, yeah, you know his name. Lately I can't be too focused on you. When things change, and I'm praying that things change, so I can get close to you. I wanna put up on you. No more games. I'm not playing. It's time I make my move. I just gotta play it. Love, babe. You is love, babe. Yeah, you feel it too.
Sign language, niggas be talking whenever they signing on the line. Please don't chime in, watch it, I got timing on the mind. Line like call it line disease, nigga, you got diamonds on the mind. You never be going in like a driving that McDonald's on the line. Niggas investing to better your clout, a mind and nothing to better your mouth. Ain't no 10Ks, ain't no relays, nigga, you running a regular route. Eat if the enemy ready to chow, all of you coming with edible style. From a jungle, my effort is wild. Watch the kid, don't step on the child. Born a legend, drawing blessings, while it's peasants, strong weapons on your seconds. Was my lesson, warm my presence, hornet's nest. Born a legend, go and tell them any lessons, no exception, no starting slow, it ain't no Nolan, so it's no inception. Ain't no James, please don't get them on no leeway. Ain't a team that can see us on the freeway. Open road, don't cut in front us like a DJ. Hydroplaning in her DM like a speedway.
Pedal to the floor, 100 miles per hour. I ain't getting tired, never throw in the towel. I'm just going hard while I'm passing lanes, passing lanes, passing lanes. Looking to the sky, see the paper planes. I know what they do, know we made for things, made for life, cause we made these dreams. All in the eyes, now I'm running for the prize. Yeah.
Jetty, I'm ready, I'm kinda awkward but steady. Not awful often, I get it. Popping off on the Senate. Block a blick, blah. Life is awful augmented. When you running through the same game and everybody vision. People promise you profit, people promise they poppin'. People problems will pop up, plagiarizing the product, prophesizing the product. Pantomiming was poppin', they little pumping, they purpose. They probably pumping the Perkins. Man, I've been all over, everybody slept like they head was all up on my shoulder. Everybody wept when they seen that boulder coming down the path to success. That's that road closure. I need dynamite. Oh my God, I might just die tonight. If I don't write tonight, then I don't fly. It's not alright. I got it lit that light. I gotta admit, I feel that fright like every night that I don't win. Feel that tightness all up on my chest. Goddamn, we just get it. We up next.
Pedal to the floor, 100 miles per hour. I ain't getting tired, never throw in the towel. I'm just going hard while I'm passing lanes, passing lanes, passing lanes. Looking to the sky, see the paper planes. I know what they do, know we made for things, made for life, cause we made these dreams. All in the eyes, now I'm running for the prize, yeah.
You'll never ever see my camp losing. Taking shots without thinking I'm playing shooters. Run you over if you ain't rolling with the damn movement. I'm Superman of my time, Cam Newton, little throwback scrambler. I gotta touch bread every day, don't get donuts manager. Cat outflow, y'all amateurs. Get a rap game and clean sweep, I'm a dope ass janitor. But I'm still dirty from my dirty bandanas. Time on 30 bad dances. Hip hop ain't dead, we just built the studios and ambulances. Music in school when I'm shooting up the campus. We champions and quick pitches. You must have cut your balls off, traded them for a pussy, yeah, some bitch niggas. I'ma get richer, that's the way to go. I make a whole Tory to the paper like stick figures.
I'm a brave of my opposition. RB to my competition. My words are superior, you better listen. I'm a heavyweight, you're not even in my division.
I'm the greatest like Ali, the top of the Billboard charts where you find me. But not just me, it's us team, we a family. Cause we the bestest in the body, music anatomy. And we are anomalies compared to with what's out. Standing in position, no submission to chase clout. Cause I'm not built for that labor, don't possess that behavior. Let that hate marinate in your blood for the flavor. I hit the ground running, never fumble. Blocking out the haters like Mutombo. Got the killer instinct, DJ Combo. That crown we need it, now we need it pronto. Yeah.
Pedal to the floor, 100 miles per hour. I ain't getting tired, never throw in the towel. I'm just going hard while I'm passing lanes, passing lanes, passing lanes. Looking to the sky, see the paper planes. I know what they do, know we made for things, made for fly, cause we made these dreams all in the eyes. Now I'm running for the prize, yeah.
Find this somebody had posted on Instagram basically saying all of the stuff that Deion Sanders has done for the community in Jacksonville because of his tenure as a coach, and it's not coming up now. Of course it's not coming up when I need it. And I really wish I could find that so that I could yeah, that's way too far back. It's not that far back. I really wish I could find that so I could reiterate that. But let's go ahead and start with Coach Prime. First, my thing is this, is that as Black people, we have to stop feeling like other Black people owe us something. Like, if you make it, it's your job that you have to bring the whole Black community with you. That the Black community is riding your back of success, that without you, there's no way we can do this anymore, that it's your job that we get where we're trying to go. I hate that feeling. I've said before on this show, don't make me your token Black person. Don't make me the Black person that is accountable for all Black people, because I'm going to fall short, because I'm human. I'm going to make decisions that you might see as selfish because I'm doing them for self, and I'm doing them for my family, for my people, for the people who I really am holding them up on my shoulders. Deion Sanders is not the only Black coach in the history of football. Deion Sanders is not the only Black coach that can bring awareness to HBCUs. Deion Sanders is not the only coach that has the propensity to be able to win and to be able to motivate and push these young men into greatness. He's not. But his legacy will live on as someone who was primetime. And I think that the belief that he has to stick with us and with our own kind without any help, you know, we're talking about a system in itself that we get the short end of the stick anyway. Now, I can't speak a whole lot on it because I'm not well versed. I'm not. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm not an athlete. I did not go to a HBCU. I can only look at it from outside in and from my point of view. So if you have a point of view about this, if you feel some kind of way, please, by all means, I want you to call in. I want you to tell us how you feel and what you think of it. The phone number is 404-254-4347, and you definitely can call in and tell us how you feel about it and you know what your thoughts are. But what I'm going to read to you right now is coming from MSN. So, of course, it might be a little bit biased on the MSN side. But here's what we have so far. Deion Sanders was the last person you would expect to become a coach. Even less likely was Sanders coaching at an HBCU. Not only did Deion Sanders become the coach of Jackson State University football team, but he turned them into contenders. In addition, Sanders' unlikely coaching methods helped propel the team into being one of the best. Sanders embraced the hip-hop culture in addition to having his unique methods. However, rumors began of him considering leaving from the University of Colorado, and those rumors have been confirmed. Deion Sanders is one of the people who made the 1990s iconic. Not only did Sanders play in the NFL, but he also played in the MLB. And as a result, he won a Super Bowl and World Series championship in the same year. While Sanders is not the only athlete to play two different sports leagues, he is the first player, first to be a key player in two different professional sports. In the NFL, Sanders is one of the greatest defenders of all time. Even with all his success, Deion is likely best known for his time playing with the Dallas Cowboys. Deion Sanders may have been least likely person to become an HBCU coach. However, it worked for him, the team, and the people. As a result, there is a lot of disappointment with Sanders now leaving for a non-HBCU university, with his salary set to be over $5 million. There are people accusing Sanders of being a sellout on Twitter. HBCU is trending alongside Deion Sanders' name as the news is breaking of his new job at the University of Colorado. Now, what I don't understand is why he has to be considered a sellout for him to better advance his family. You know, Deion got bills to pay too. He got kids. He's got a house. He's got a mortgage. And we all know that HBCUs historically don't have a lot of funding. So how long is he supposed to stay there and not be able to support his family in the way that he deemed fit? I'm not saying that he moved to Colorado just for money reasons, but as Black people, we use this word sellout as if it means, oh, he just left for the money. So if it is about the money, what's wrong with him needing to support and take care of his family? Protect and provide. That's what y'all say Black men supposed to do, or men in general are supposed to do, is to protect and provide. Maybe Jackson State wasn't a place where he could protect his family, and he needed to put them in a place where he felt more comfortable. Maybe Jackson State wasn't giving him the money that he needed to be able to provide. And so therefore he wanted to move somewhere where he could do just that. I don't understand how people who never even watch an HBCU football game, who don't go to the games, who aren't alumnus, who don't support, who don't even buy jerseys, how they have so much to say. It's baffling to me, and I don't understand it. I really don't. But Rodney is here. Rodney says all this mess with Deion is going cloudy, and the accomplishments this Black man has achieved throughout his career. Bro used to return kicks for the Falcons, only to leave the stadium to go swing a bat for the Braves. My thing is this: we can't be mad at a person for wanting to do what's best for them. I've never understood how people in general can feel as though one person is again the end all be all for that community. How many other football players have stopped playing football that would be amazing head coaches or defensive line coaches, offensive line coaches, kicking coaches, whatever? But we don't put the same anything on them to say, come on, bring it back. You know, I saw the comments that Shannon Sharp made. I didn't like them. They seemed very like, oh, well, I date Black women because, you know, that's what like me type deal or whatever. Like, it just didn't like where he put his emphasis on why he went to a HBCU. I didn't go to one. It wasn't for any other it wasn't like I chose to go to one or I didn't choose to go to one. It just wasn't in the wheelhouse for me for what I was trying to accomplish or what I was trying to go. To be perfectly honest with you, I didn't finish the PWI school that I went to. I went to Georgia State and I ended up dropping out to become a hairstylist. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. If you have feelings about this, definitely call in. It's a call in kind of day. 404-254-4340. 847. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. But let's go move on to something positive and something pretty cool. So everybody that doesn't know about it, there is a whiskey that is a Black-owned company. It's called Uncle Nearest. And Uncle Nearest was the man who taught Jack Daniels how to make hooch. And his descendants bought back the rights of his name and bought back the rights of the whiskey that he made. And they have reached 100 million projected sales, and they're projected to double their sales in the future. So a mere 5 years after its founding, Uncle Nearest is solidifying itself as one of the most successful whiskey brands on the market, and certainly one to watch in the coming year. Through October 2022, Uncle Nearest reached 100 million in total sales since its founding in 2017, according to a December 6 press release. The Black-owned distillery is on track to double that amount in the coming year, with a projected 200 million in total sales by 2023. Its whiskey portfolio includes 7 different expressions, ranging in age and style, with suggested retail price from $49.99 to $149.99. In its 323-acre distillery sits in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Current CEO Fawn Weaver formed the brand in 2017 and was joined by Chief Business Officer Catherine Jerkins and Nearest Green's great-great-granddaughter and the brand master blender Victoria Edie Butler. In 2021, Uncle Nearest became the best-selling Black American-led spirit brand in the United States. To reach this and every other milestone on our horizon, we continue to push nonstop, Weaver states in this release. Every cent we make in the future will continue to do the same. We have an entire generation of women and people of color who represent 70% of our country, but still feel marginalized and underrepresented, counting on us. This group continues to look to Uncle Nearest as proof that anything is possible, and we will not let them down. As the brand grows larger, it aims to provide community outreach and resources for minority-owned businesses. The Black Business Booster Program, the Nearest and Jack Advancement Initiative, and Uncle Nearest Ventures help to foster the next generation of distillers. For the longest time, folks were sitting around waiting for us to fail, Butler states in the release. I guess they do that with independent companies owned by women of people or people of color. We're more than 5 years into this level of growth. Y'all can stop waiting. We are not a fad or some trendy brand. We are purpose-driven, mission-oriented company. Uncle Nearest and Nearest Green Distillery aren't here to stay, but to grow and sustain at a pace never before seen in our industry. My apologies. Cheers to this accomplishment and more in the future. I think this is absolutely beautiful. I love the fact that it is women owned, and I love the fact that this man's family is continuing to keep his legacy alive. I would love to go to Tennessee and be able to visit the distillery and just, appreciate the history of it all. If you don't know the story, it's a wonderful story to look up. Uncle Nearest, as I said before, was a distiller that taught Jack Daniels how to make and distill his whiskey. And because of it, he became one of the most famous people in his town, and he helped to keep the Jack Daniel brand alive. And his family came, they found his, I believe they found his recipes, and they found his technique, and they took it and they brought it back to life. I remember seeing his granddaughter on the Breakfast Club show talking about it when she was first trying to bring it back out. So I'm really proud of this. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. So let's see what else we got to talk about today, y'all. We got some more money stuff. What's this about? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk about this. So look, a lot of jobs lately, people are complaining about the fact that jobs are not giving out adequate training. And not only are they not giving out adequate training, but they're starting to do something that I definitely don't like, and I've seen it firsthand. They're trying to make these people do their training at home, off the clock, without pay. Now, I have a cousin who used to work at Chick-fil-A, and they tried that with her, where they had videos and they were like, you need to go home and watch these videos. And I was like, are they gonna clock you in at work while you watch these videos? Because I'd be doggone if I sit on my free time and do something for your business and not get paid for it. That's just not gonna happen. But this seems to be something that is happening more and more. This young lady talked about it with McDonald's. She said, I'm not going to do it at home if I'm not paid. A McDonald's worker says that she was put on drive-through her first day with no training and asked to watch the training videos at home. Zombie Fuckery 1988 on TikTok says that she was put in drive-through cash register without completing any kind of training that would teach her how to use it, and it was all on her first day. She said, I proceeded I'm sorry, it just, you know how it moves. I proceeded to ask where and when I do my trainings, and they said, well, normally you have videos and things that you need to do before we start you on anything. She recalls in the video. I said, okay, we can go ahead and get that done. And I don't have the login. She said that the boss said, I don't have the logins for you. So we're going to have to do that at home. And I don't have the logins for that either. So how am I going to do that? I'm not going to do it at home if I'm not paid. Am I getting paid at home? And they told her no. She said she was told that she would not be paid to watch her training videos from home. I'm sorry, the internet's slowing me down. And that she would be expected to complete them there. Ultimately, she says that she left her job at that restaurant after a week. Her video has been viewed more than 81,000 times on the platform TikTok, where some commenters were perplexed by the idea that someone would be expected to do a job that they had no training for. A former McDonald's manager of 10 years said that there is policy to watch videos at the store before you do anything, and every manager should know this. Videos are meant to be done in store, and as soon as you are hired, your first day will consist of all videos and questions. Then, and only then, can you start working, and you're meant to be paid for that time that you spent watching videos. According to the Houston Chronicle, which detailed the negative effects of workers not receiving adequate training, no training can lead to a low rate of production, unsafe work environment, low quality products, and unhappy workers who are most likely to quit. Listen, y'all. Training is not done at home. Do not let these people try to get free labor out of you. They already don't pay enough. The minimum wage has not changed since 2007, I believe it is. And right now, currently, minimum wage is $7.15. Y'all, eggs cost $6. So I need you to think about this. It take an hour for a person to buy 1 carton of eggs. Nothing else. Just a carton of eggs. And we are expecting them, who most of them have a second job, to go home and learn how to do this job at home. You done bumped your damn head. There's no way in hell. And until the workforce finds some way to push onto the government to say that this makes no sense, the fact that we cannot afford to live in our homes, with some of us having, a majority of us having, 2 people income, And when I say 2 people income, most people have 2 jobs. 2 jobs are for 2 people. But you have people who live with other people and still don't make enough money to be able to support the household. That's shameful. It's ridiculous, and it doesn't make any sense. And to cap it off by saying, I'm going to send you home with work. And the people who get away with it are the people who employ younger people. Most people who work, well, not now, but historically, the people who work at places like McDonald's are lower income people, or people who don't have a lot of college or schooling education. So you sometimes can get away with telling people to do things because they feel as though they don't have anything in any other choices. Think how many people did go home and did do the work at home and never received any money for it. I feel like this is a class action lawsuit. I don't know why, but I feel like there need to be one of them commercials on TV that says, did you work at McDonald's between 2000 and 2020? And did you ever have to go home and watch your own work videos at home? Well, you are entitled to compensation. Like, that's exactly what this sounds like. And I think it would behoove you to look at these people and tell them ain't no way in hell. But also, as a consumer, to show them grace. Show these people grace, or do exactly what you are capable of doing. Go home and cook this food yourself. I was driving past the Chick-fil-A the other day, and the line was wrapped around 3 times and came out on both sides of the entrance. Why are we spending this much money on somebody else to cook for us when we can damn well do it ourselves? Chick-fil-A is making $1 million an hour. That's my feeling right now. Chick-fil-A is killing because y'all paying $40 for 3 people to eat, when $40 could have made y'all 2 things of spaghetti for 2 weeks. Like, it's not that things are all that expensive, because yes, a lot of stuff is expensive, but a lot of it is wasteful thinking, and a lot of it is you are more concerned with convenience than ability. When we were on COVID, the fact that a fast food worker became a what's it called? Like they had to be at work. They were, we needed them. I can't think of what we were calling them. But the fact that that was going on, that nobody could cook for themselves. This is an issue, people. This is a real issue. Y'all need to be able to sustain life on your own without having to go through a drive-through to eat your food. And if it's the case where they are an essential worker, that was the word I was thinking of. If it's a case where they are an essential worker like that, then we need to essentially pay them for their time and effort. There's no reason why a fast food worker, and don't argue with me about, oh, well, if they need more money, then they should get more education and get a better job. Yeah, but the fact that you can't eat without them means that they deserve a better paycheck. They deserve a better paycheck, point blank and period. And they need to be paid for all hours rented and all hours worked. I don't understand why this is something that we should have to talk about or argue about. And I would have been just as this young girl did herself. I would have quit. You're not going to make me do homework for work. That's just not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I wouldn't. There's no way in heck. Let's see what else we got here. I don't know. I put this under money because I know it's going to cost a lot of money to get this fixed. But I really want to know what happened behind all of this. Y'all, North Carolina is in a state of emergency because of a power outage at a power station, and it was an actual attack on the power station. Listen to this. Moore County, North Carolina, has declared a state of emergency as power outages continue after a deliberate attack over the weekend in which 2 substations. The attack left nearly 45,000 people without power in North Carolina. Under the state of emergency, a curfew is in place from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. each night, and residents of the county are encouraged to conserve fuel. Jeff Brooks, a spokesperson for Duke Energy, said Monday that the company had restored power to about 7,000 customers and about 38,000 remain without power. And Brooks said it's likely full restoration won't happen until Wednesday or Thursday. In a press release shared earlier in the day, Duke Energy General Manager Jason Holyfield said the damage is beyond repair in some areas, and that leaves us with no option but to replace large pieces of equipment, which is not an easy task. The outage has also rendered waste pumps in the area out of order, and schools in the county have been closed. Traffic lights are also out, and emergency shelters have been open to the public. In Cathridge, residents Steve and Meg Wilkins' unheated house has dipped to 55 degrees. And this is not what I wanted to be doing last night or the night before, Steve Wilkins said, stringing power cords and eating cold ham. Power outages were first reported to police on Saturday, December 3rd, shortly after 7 p.m., according to the Moore County Sheriff, Ronnie Fields. When utility companies responded to substations, evidence was discovered that indicated that intentional vandalism had occurred at multiple sites. In a press conference held Sunday afternoon, Fields said that the damage has been caused by gunfire. And Fields said that the scene was the same at both sites, calling the attacks targeted and carried by a person or persons who knew exactly what they were doing. No motive has been provided for the attack, which is being investigated as a criminal act. And his Sunday press conference, Fields said he could not say if the incident rises to the level of domestic terrorism. On Monday afternoon, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas addressed the situation, saying that the attacks appear to have been deliberate. They're working with emergency companies and local communities to address the situation, impact the power that reaches homes and in the targeted neighborhoods. The question is an attack of malfeasance or otherwise. Early evidence suggests that it was deliberate and an investigation is on the way. I saw somebody in here on Bigo who said that they are in North Carolina. What's going on out there? Becca said, yep, I'm in North Carolina. So what areas are affected, and what's it like on the ground out there? Is it widespread looting? Are y'all behaving yourselves? Like, what's going on out there? And what are they saying is going to happen in the future? Like, what's up? The Charlotte, North Carolina office of the Bureau of Investigation is also looking into the attack. On Sunday, the FBI told CBS News it was investigating the willful damage of the power facilities in the area, but declining to comment further because the investigation is ongoing. In January, a bulletin from the Department of Homeland Security obtained by CBS News warned that domestic violent extremists have developed credible, specific plans to attack electricity infrastructure since at least 2020. Identifying the electricity grid as particularly active target, but DHS has not issued any statement collecting the current situation in Moore County to any extremism. So, hey, you never know. This could start happening around the country. Y'all, let's prepare for it. We know that they had a propensity to do some stupid shit. So make sure, you get the things that you need to prepare. I've got a deep freezer and I try to keep it packed as much as I can. We got to start doing things like having candles around the house or crayons. You know, in a pinch, a crayon will burn for an hour, I think it is. If you go on TikTok, there are different videos that show you ways that you can turn everyday household items into ways to warm your home or ways to cook. But be very careful. Make sure you don't mess around and kill yourself from carbon monoxide poisoning or anything like that. So just, you know, stay warm, stay safe, and stay vigilant. Excuse me. Sorry. And just make sure y'all are paying attention to what's going on, and you're taking care of yourself and your people, you know. So hopefully this gets resolved soon and it won't be as bad as it seems, because it sounds horrible. It sounds like a horrible situation. So with that said, it is time for another commercial break. As I said, today we are really doing it big on the music. I just in a music feeling today. I want to play some music because it makes me feel better. I love a good song. So right now we are gonna go with some Jay Austen with Sent Home Cosby. After that, and it's a reason why I'm playing that, because we got to talk about Bill Cosby later on in the show. We also got Witness by Willie Mack, and What You Want by Shaheed 404. This is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3. The real. Oh, it did? Haha, that's funny. All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Ew.
Why would I be afraid of pressure, nigga? I grew up in pressure. I tried to tell him to be himself, he was too busy doing impressions. I had to stop listening to niggas that was out here talking, they ain't had no message. I get directed to business, they don't wanna see me with no pressure. And he tryna find him in heaven in the middle of hell. These niggas crazy, I bet he buy it in retail. I'm on the boys like I missed it. I hit the block like I hit it. I been saving my grades and raising my budget, but I can still back them on budget. I sit back and I think when I'm blunting. Real niggas cry when they chopping up onions. It's gonna be a cold, rainy day in hell for a little nigga like you stop me. Maybe that extra cheese can't slide. Nigga, my ancestry said God. Shit, I was praying for all my niggas to come home. These niggas sent home Tekashi. I was praying for Larry Hoover to come home. These niggas sent home Cosby. I think they playing with me. How they still asleep? These niggas saw traffic coming and went late in the street. You gotta wake up to really make that shit happen that you got in your dreams. If it's pressure that you apply, make sure it's on point like it came with a beam. Why would I be afraid of pressure, nigga? I grew up in pressure. I tried to tell him to be himself, he was too busy doing impressions. I had to stop listening to niggas that was out here talking, they ain't had no message. I get directed to business, they don't wanna see me with no pressure. I'm on the end of the Beverly Hills, we get to weather the chills. It's easy to walk away from a deal when that shit ain't really no deal. And these niggas always talking about something, they really don't be talking about nothing. And they gon' get mad every damn time when you tell them they ain't talking about nothing. It's gonna be a cold, rainy day in hell before I let a nigga like you stop me. Maybe that extra cheese can't slide, nigga, my ancestry said God. Shit, I was praying for all my niggas to come home, these niggas sent home Tekashi. I was praying for Larry Hoover to come home, these niggas sent home Cosby.
How can I say this nicely? I've been having vivid dreams about you nightly. Doing shit that make your brothers wanna fight me. Pick a place and we can do it like it's Nike. You about to be wifey, icy, try me. And I bet you won't forget it. How you feeling for my love like Jodeci? You won't regret it, my aesthetic. Got you all up in my business. Trust me, baby, you won't wanna miss this. Now can I get a witness? You can be my witness too. I can make a witness out of you. Yeah. Out of you. You can be my witness too. You got me.
teach you lots of things.
Make it so you'll never wanna leave me alone. Already gone off my cologne. Trust me, baby, you won't wanna miss this. Now can I get away?
How can I say this nicely? You look at you should with a Pisces name me. They gon' have to indict me. Once I pull up, I'm killing you nightly. Got you a boss, what you came for. Got my tongue on my back like the chance boy. But you know me, that's a damn lie. Tell the truth, I look good when I'm inside. Witness, I be on you 5 times a week. Yeah, I'm about my fitness. When I met you, you was normal. I done turned you to a free, now you getting it. I don't know how to be casual. Aren't you? I'm trying to get in your kidneys. All real, not a gimmick. Let's make a movie, get a witness.
Try me, you won't regret it, you won't forget it. Baby, try and see. I be calling me, I be all on me. Try me, yeah.
They know some look this up, cause this is what it's supposed to be. Ain't no space before the code, the flows are also listen. Oh, I grew up off this funk, it's in the blood that I bleed. Moving in and out my heart, the love cannot depart from me. Oh, I hear what you want, this is what you need. It's that Southwest Atlanta, hand in hand with my city. Know to throw them poles if it's in my city. But fold with the funk, if you don't want, then I can leave overseas. Land of olive trees, palm grannies, hashish, tangerine, sip, city, Ali, Arabian tea, Baraka la beat, fresh, deep in the muse I see, my everlasting blasted from the top of the mountains in the big city, shout too pretty, cheap, who got the keys to the key, found them bouncing, back with the beat, and dropping ounces on the south side, this is what you want, ride, this is what you want, ride, this is what you want. On the east side, this is what you want, ride, this is what you want, ride, if this what you want. On the west side, this is what you want, round, if this what you want, ride, and I bet you won't. On the north side, this is what you want, ride, this is what you want, ride, if this what you want. This is the beginning of the double up. I count $100 that I'm grateful for, and it's not enough. I know that it takes style and grace to make the place shake, break in the lake before try to escape. Gotta go like a runaway before the day break. Can't wait. Still see the wardrobe dashing, cameras flashing, asking for the phone up. Style proud like the Nile Lily, get them ground found north of Abyssinia. Timid, lot familiar, and they remember throwing balls what you want, cause we serving murdered birds on that southwest side. Green bride protesters to me, I know we grind till they castle king side. We ride out. All that true is that knowing I hope I could open that door. Blow the stack, blow the bag. You know them raps slap so hard, y'all know it for a cold. On the south side, this is where you want to ride. On the east side, this is where we want to ride. Found it out. Back when it beat and dropping ounces on the south side. This is what you want, ride. This is what you want, ride. This is what you want. On the east side, this is what you want, ride. This is what you want, ride. If this what you want. On the west side, this is what you want, round. If this what you want, ride. And I bet you won't. On the north side, this is what you want, ride. This is what you want, ride. If this what you want.
What's up? What's up? All my truckers out out there. I need y'all to be tuned in to All Hustle, No Fear each and every morning. We will be in your ear, keeping you awake, making sure you don't roll over that slow ass car in front of you, or you get to your destination safely. Okay? Make sure you tune in, leave them lot lizards alone, and listen to All Hustle, No Fear each and every morning for 7 to 10 a.m. waking you up in the best way. All you got to do is download Hits 92.3 ATL's app in the iTunes store or the Android, Google Play, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Download it and listen. All of y'all CBD 492 Burger 495 Breaker 49. We've got a hot body on the radio right now, sounding real good, giving us orgasms. Let us go ahead and tune in right now to Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Over and out.
You and me, no falling back. No, you have my heart forever. 1, 2, 3. Still here, me asking where to go, you never go, you're still here. You hold me down and lift me up again and again. And when I need a friend, a teacher, or a mirror, you show me love and make my vision clearer. You speak life into my soul again and again. You and me, no falling back. No, you have my heart forever. You have me, I got your back. And you have my love forever. We don't need words. You touch me and immediately I know. Synaptically, I feel the love below. It's energy, it's chemistry. We just need time and space. We can create the opportunity. The melody, the rhythm, we're in sync. You and me, you and I. Despite the hows and whys, to the butterflies, you're my constant guide. And me, no falling back. No, you have my heart forever. You have me, I got your back. And you have my love forever.
Fear is booking new interviews for 2022. If you're ready to come on All Hustle No Fear and to promote your business, your music, or your political campaign, all you have to do is visit hoodunicorn.com/be our guest. Come into the studio, give us a call, or book a virtual interview today. That's right. We have so many ways that we can see you and network with you. We make it easy for you. Come on in, wake up early, and let's wake up the rest of the hood on All Hustle, No Fear, right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Ew.
Paint your mind on a damaged canvas. Your heart is my main campus. Hey. I can't go on without you. Everything around me looks bland. I don't know, I'm scared of it. Stories whispering in the wind. I take from it as much as I can stomach. Remind yourself you're working for something. You wouldn't be doing this all for nothing. No, free your mind. Get high, get high, get high, get high, high, and vibrate, vibrate higher. Free your mind. Get high, get high, get high, get high, high, and vibrate, vibrate higher. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. I don't wanna hear about who died inside the club. I just wanna know why it's so hard to show some love. Wonder if they know Fat Tone died of thug. Wonder if they know Jimi Hendrix died of drugs. Life ain't what it seems to be on TV all the time. Every song's a poem, doesn't always have to rhyme. Draw a bigger picture for coloring in the lines. It's important to paint your portrait before you die. Free your mind. Get high, get high, get high, get high, high, and vibrate, vibrate higher. Free your mind. Get high, get high, get high, get high, high, and vibrate, vibrate higher. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Free your mind. Get high, get high, get high, get high, high, and vibrate, vibrate higher.
Out to her. We're back. So I posed a question in the comment section and I basically asked, have you ever had a relationship at work? Have you ever had a coworker that you were involved with? And the reason why I'm asking is because all of the buzz, all of the rumors, all of the just y'all is messy and the messiest of messy is going on at Good Morning America right now. So anchors Amy Robach and TJ Holmes, who are co-hosts of ABC's Good Morning America 3, have been taken off air following a public disclosure of a romantic relationship. Now, why is this bad? Well, both of them are married, okay? They say I'm going to talk about something that has become an internal and external distraction. The relationship between two of our colleagues, Goodwin said. And so I want to say that while relationship that their relationship is not a violation of company policy, I have really been taking the last few days to think about what worked through and what I think is best for the ABC News organization. And so for now, I'm going to take Amy and TJ off air while we figure this out. Goodwin added, such decisions are not easy and they're not knee-jerk, but they are necessary for the brand. She also asked staff to stop whispering in the hallways about the matter. We can't operate with gossip and speculation and rumors, she said. We need to stay focused on the work. Goodwin, however, if staffers think there is something Goodwin said, however, if there's something that staffers think that management needs to know, should contact human resources. The move comes after the Daily Mail last week reported that the two anchors have secretly engaged in a months-long romance, publishing photos of the pair together. ABC News correspondents Gio Benez and Stephanie Ramos will serve as temporary hosts of the 1 p.m. Eastern show. People familiar with the matter previously told CNN that when the Daily Mail first reached out to ABC News for comment about a relationship between Robach and Holmes, a surprise network spokesperson tried to determine whether the allegation was true. And the spokesperson contacted Holmes, who poured cold water on the tabloid's reporting. That resulted in the spokesperson trying to push back against the outlet's reporting. The Daily Mail hasn't deterred and published its exclusive story yet. And when ABC representatives later saw, the Daily Mail wasn't deterred and it published its explosive story. When ABC representatives later saw the images included in the Daily Mail story, they were taken aback. ABC News declined to provide comment on the matter, and the following reports of the relationship, Robach and Holmes continue to anchor the program. But Monday's announcement suggests that the network is finally starting to take this seriously. So, as I asked before, have y'all had relations or relationships with people at work? And we've got a couple of comments here. So, Teacher Nitra said, yes, I have had a relationship or had sex at work. I regret it. We met in training class and I was coming out of a divorce. He was not my type, but he made me laugh. So I tried it and it was a waste of a year. Chris is over here like, girl, I'm just watching and listening. Teacher Nitra also said, no sex at work, but I did at school. Frowny face looking back. I might have been fast, but it was with my boyfriend who I dated my entire time in high school. Sam is here and he said, yes, I have had an at-work relationship, especially working overnight. A lot of time together and things happen. So I've never had a relationship with anybody at work. I've never had a work boyfriend. I've never had sex at work. I've never been in a relationship at work. I've just always been the type of person who's like, you don't play where you work. Like, you don't do things at work. Because I promise you, I've seen the messiness happen. I've seen friends get mad at each other at work, go to HR and tell their friends business to try to get the other person fired. So I've always stayed out of work mess, but it looked fun. Like, it looked like y'all doing some things, sneaking in the bathrooms, coming back from long lunch periods, buying each other lunches and stuff like that. Like, it looked fun. But then when people find out, what you do, like how you keep your job, and the fact that they are both married. Now, like, if they were in the military, they'd have a problem, right? Or if she was his superior, they would have a problem. But it's not like this ain't the first time that something like this has gone on a morning show like that, because didn't what's the call, it got fired or whatever for some inappropriate, but he was doing inappropriate stuff with, I don't know if it was consenting. I don't know. Okay, let's see what y'all comments say. Sam said it's not a good look, but it can happen when two spend more time at work than at home. And this is very true. A lot of us spend way more than the allotted 40 hours at work. Some of us spend 60 hours at work. Some of us are at work a very long time. And if you are always at work and that person be coming to work smelling good, looking good, laughing at you, at like Teacher Anitra said, making you laugh and stuff, sometimes that does break down walls and barriers and opens you up to just being freer, I guess. I don't know. Drop your comments because I'm loving this. Teacher Anitra said it didn't bother me if they were both separated when they started seeing each other. It happens. And if it's not company policy, then what's the problem? Again, they are married. They are married, Anitra. Like, both of them are married. So is there still not a problem because they married? Like, what's the comment that pissed me off was someone said that Disney ABC needs to do something about this because it's against morals. Do they not know what shows are on ABC? Yeah, I don't think it's about, like, it's not the job's morals for the people, right? Is that what they trying to say? Like just because those two are doing something and they private, like they not on the news having sex on the table or nothing like that. They didn't start no OnlyFans page where they doing sexual relations in the newsroom where nobody's watching or whatever, when nobody's watching. So I don't see it that way. Those are two people who made a decision within themselves. But can we just be honest? Because I've seen pictures of them standing next to each other and seeing them together. They a cute couple though. Like, not to start mess, but I think they look cute together. He a cutie too. I mean, I don't know. Teacher Anitra also said, I had a friend who was married and was having sex with a coworker in the conference room every morning. Yo, I think it becomes a problem at work when your spouse start coming to work and calling y'all out on it and having an issue. Then I think it would be a problem. But they was keeping it quiet. Well, maybe they wasn't keeping it quiet because somebody found out. You know what I'm saying? One too many dinners in dim lit areas, too many leans in, too many brushes of the, y'all get comfortable. Y'all start feeling some kind of way. You start feeling like this really your man or that's really your girl. Rodney said, I read early on that they actually left their partners back in August. Oh, okay. Well, if they left both of them left their partners, like both of them walked away. If that's the case, then what is we talking about here? Because these is two consenting adults that are both consenting to consent together. Rodney said the reason why they've been seen holding hands because they're basically come out to their partners already, not to the world. Oh. And Rodney also says the irony was that TJ Holmes was reporting on the Celtics coach and his affair. Well, I mean, he don't have a choice on the news that he get to report. I got a choice on the news I get to report, but they tell him what to report and they tell him what to say. So, I mean, he could have just been sitting there feeling like, shit, if he gonna do it, he gonna do it. I did what I did. You know what I mean? But he had to, you know, give the news out. Chris said, I had a work boyfriend, but we hooked up after work and it didn't last long. Folks started to notice him always checking on me and I wasn't looking like, girl. And when I wasn't looking and was like, girl, I think he like you. But Chris, did you have somebody at home and he was liking on you? Or did you just like, it was a guy at work that liked you? Because I've had people at work who like me. I just don't pay it no attention. Like, you like me. That don't mean I like you. Like, what's up? I don't know. I've never had a work relationship like that. But I do want to do things like have sex at work. I just need my own office. Oh, well, you was good, girl. Chris said, no, I was single. You was good, girl. Run that thing. Get some of that work booty. Sometimes you got to get it where you can. Okay. Look. I don't know how many more times I can hear about this. I don't know how many more times people gonna bring this up. How long ago was the Cosby Show on air? About 30 years ago? Listen to this, y'all. Somebody trying to sue Cosby again for the same stuff. Like they not letting up. Bill Cosby and NBC Universal hit with sexual assault suit from ex-Cosby Show actresses and others, detailing eerily familiar alleged modus operandi on the part of the man once known as America's Dad. 2 former Cosby Show actresses and 3 other women on Tuesday sued Bill Cosby and NBC Universal for sexual assault and battery in New York State court. Plaintiffs were all sexually battered, assaulted, and abused by Bill Cosby as part of the same conduct, occurrence, plan, or scheme that was perpetrated, conducted, organized, and or performed in New York and in other states by Bill Cosby and his associates and enablers, claims the complainant Lily Bernard, Eden Terrell and Jewel Gittins, Jennifer Thompson, and Sandra Ladd, citing the once incarcerated comedian repeatedly using his enormous power in such a nefarious and horrific way. Adds the 34-page filing by attorneys Jordan Merson and Jordan Ruski in the Empire State Supreme Court. Over the course of several decades, Bill Cosby engaged in serial sexual assault of dozens of women for his sexual gratification, while the co-defendants enabled and aided these sexual assaults to benefit financially by their association with Bill Cosby. Naming Comcast-owned media giant plus Kaufman Astoria Studios and the Carsey Werner Company as co-defendants for negligence, the suit seeks a variety of unspecified damages. Defendants, NBC Universal Media, LLC Kaufman Astoria Studios, Inc., and the Carsey Werner Company, LLC, are also culpable and liable because they knew or should have known that Cosby was sexually assaulting and or battering, including on their premises, and did nothing to stop it. The Cosby Show, which ran from 1984 to 1992. Contacted by deadline reps for NBCU, the company does not comment on legal matters. Commenting or not, all of the corporate defendants will more likely move fairly quickly to get themselves out of this sordid matter. More than 60 women have claimed that Cosby drugged and assaulted them over the decades with similar combo of pills and alcohol, the same alleged by Bernard Twirl and other plaintiffs in this latest matter. Being that the alleged assaults, some of which have been made public before the new much-accused Cosby occurred decades ago. Today's action comes as a result of New York's recent enacted Adult Survivors Act, inked into law by Governor Kathy Hochul in May, and in effect as of November 24th, the law suspends the statute of limitations on certain sex crimes and permits plaintiffs a 1-year window to file claims, has recently happened in the rape case of Donald Trump. This is an important step towards holding Bill Cosby and his enablers accountable for their actions and finding some measure of justice for the women they have harmed. We are thankful for the plaintiffs in this lawsuit and similarly other situated women for their bravery in facing their accusers. Okay. I hate the statute of limitations, but in some cases I understand the statute of limitations. Cosby is damn near 90 years old. We are talking about something that possibly happened in the 80s and the 90s. We are talking about people who are talking about their experience through a drugged memory. I am not the person to say that these women are lying. What I'm saying is that how is a person supposed to defend themselves if Not that they don't have a recollection because they're using that as a defense, but that age has to come into place with him being able to defend himself. If he gets on stand and somebody is asking him, well, do you remember this, that, and the third? And he's like, I don't remember none of that. Where's the lie? Like, at what point does Alzheimer's or dementia or just old brain step in and say, hey, listen, it's no way for this person to be able to technically defend himself because he can't remember any of this stuff. How do you even expect him to remember some of these people? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And I don't have a problem saying I'm not always right by everything. And that if you can convince me or if you can educate me to a place where I feel as though I get where you're coming from, I have no problem adjusting my stance. But as of right now, y'all didn't do this to Hugh Hefner. I'll wait. And Hugh Hefner had a whole TV show around having these little young girls as his girlfriends. And I know that he had to have dropped and given and gave them things in the grotto. Like, it's just I don't know. This attack upon this man and his character and his legacy just seems to be getting old to me. But that's me. That's me. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. I mean, at what point does it end? Let's see. Let's see. I'm sorry. Okay, okay, I gotta go up because y'all done said so much. I gotta find the comments. Okay, Chris said one of the women said she actually woke up during the rape and that he smothered her. Okay, that does not sound pleasant at all. Now, they doing too much. Somebody trying to get him. That's teacher Anitra. Rodney said, now they probably left them because they got caught. I think he's talking about TJ and the lady. Rodney also said, I mean to say funny part because if you look at the clip, he keeps stuttering the whole time he's trying to report about it. He's definitely talking about TJ. Nim. Teacher Anitra said, this man already got 1 foot in the grave. They should have come out about 30 years ago. Yes, Teacher Anitra, I agree as well. Like y'all could have came out a long time ago talking about this, but now y'all wait till this man is damn near blind, can't barely walk, talk, move, or anything. This man barely can get up out of the bed and make it to church, court, let alone know what y'all talking about. Rodney said, I once got a girl a job with me, but I told her, let's act like we don't know each other. Everybody was trying to hook us up and we just acted like we didn't like each other to keep our shit secret. And that's how, and then he says, we've been married for 20 years now. That's funny, Rodney. That's real funny. Chris says, exactly, they trying to kill that man. Teacher Anitra said they took the drug knowingly and F that man because they were alone with him. That money probably ran out and now they want more. I don't want to necessarily say that anybody and everybody took it willingly. I'm not saying that. I definitely believe where there's smoke, there's fire. I believe that if enough people say something, there has to be some sort of truth to it. Trey Songz. But allegedly. But what I'm saying is waiting this long to come after the perpetrator seems excessive in some kind of way. Like, I'm not saying he should get away with it, and I'm not saying that there shouldn't be any repercussions. I'm just saying that at this point, what the hell? Like, just what the hell? We got a comment over here. Be Original says, old age does not stop memory unless you have Alzheimer's. Are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. My mom had me tested, but yes, I do believe that with age, memory loss is something that tends to happen. I don't know why you sit up here trying to act as if everybody who's older has an extremely strong memory. I'm 40 and I definitely can't remember everything that happened to me in the 80s. And that was 30 years ago. So I don't know why somebody who is 80 is expected to remember something that he was doing not just in the 90s and the 80s, but in the 70s. I mean, some of these people came after him for stuff that was happening at Studio 54 and stuff. Like, yeah, I do believe old age could play a part in him not being able to remember a lot of this stuff. I sure do. Crazy or not crazy, I'm crazy as a fox, you know? So yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot, y'all. It's a lot to unpack. Teacher Nitra said, hell, I'm 40 and I can't remember the name of objects sometimes. Right. Can you remember everybody you went to high school with? Hell, I had somebody right here on Bigo come in and was like, we dated when we was in high school. I didn't remember this person. I had to go look through some stuff and everything before I realized who he was. And when he says date, I was 9th grade. It wasn't necessarily dating. Not at that point. I don't even think we ever even kissed. You know what I'm saying? But his recollection and my recollection of two same events is completely different. So, you know, let's not sit up here and act like everybody remember everything just because they were, you know, like they not old. I mean, because they old, they not supposed to, like, or they supposed to. I'm not about to do that with you. That's what we not about to do. We not about to do that. But that's all I got. That's all I got for that. When we get back, we can go into Ask the Hood. I got a couple of Ask the Hood questions here, and we can see what y'all think. That's all. That's what that, unless y'all got something else to say. You got something else to say? Anybody else got something else to say about this? Huh? No? Because you can always call in. The phone number is 404-254-4347. That's 404-254-4347. Y'all can always call in. Give me your opinion. Talk about it. Say what you got to say. But until then, we're going to go ahead and go to another musical break. This is our last musical break of the day. And when we get back, we will have some Ask the Hood questions for y'all. I'm going to some music videos. I'm going to play one of my favorites. Of course, we're going to play some Stilo Hefner. Might hit y'all with some dubs of Hash and some Zoe H, because, you know, I love him so much. That's my little brother. This is all Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Ew. Mundo osso angola wala contento. Kisu aqui anda tu robane muito tempo. Mundo osso angola wala contento. Okay, I got it. Mundo osso angola wala contento.
Okay, I'm at these niggas' neck. Yeah, bitch, I done came up on the check. Feeling like an S up on my chest. It's the best of the best. Attitude on Kanye West. Give a fuck if a nigga feel pressed. I guess it just was time for it. I grinded for this shit, so I'ma die for it. My bitch mad, I ain't really got no time for it. I see some snakes in the grass with my lawnmower. And I know I got a couple bitches mad cause they never should've slept on it. Get it, bitch, the real, but I probably should've crept on it. Stayed down with the plug till they try to step on it. Learning how to grow, finna run me up a check on it. Had to give my people what they asking for. It's time to hit the road, I'm trying to add it up. I'm way above average, I'm a 1-to-1. If you ask me, most of these niggas whack as fuck. So when you see me out, don't dab me up. I don't wanna talk, nigga, wrap it up. I need a little space, bitch, bag it up. And please don't ask me to pass the blunt, cause I don't really fuck with y'all and all that fake love. You would've thought that Drake invited me on tour. When I had it all, that's when I needed more. But I can't take it with me, so what I keep it for? And I'm feeling like I need to smoke a blunt right now. Feeling like I need to pour a cup right now. Feeling like I need a bad bitch with an ass like the sun, cause I really wanna fuck right now. Sorry that I'm blunt, but I don't give a fuck. I'm usually in the cut trying to roll it up. Represent the gang, nigga, throw it up. Niggas hate when they broke as fuck, so go get a bag. Yeah. Go get a bag. Hey. Go get a bag. Hey. Yeah. Secure the bag. I need a little free for a hobby that's bad with a body that's willing and ready to ride me. I do not pop Xanax Somali, I'm cool on the party. I'd rather just stack up this money, cause I need my lifestyle sedated. I'm just gonna run up a bag, don't care if I ever get famous. I'm probably famous soon as I invest my money in all the right places. But why even bother? I might just get rich and go out like Hammer from living too lavish. Pop out like Kim K or Ray J on camera, or go on IG like Bow with a challenge. None of this matters, hold up, I'm rambling. Honestly, I'm just gonna take care of my family. I don't got time for the bullshit, I won't do much interviews. I don't like answering questions, and no, I don't freestyle, I write this shit. The game need the content, so I put some time in it, searching for growth and enlightenment. I've been with the shits, but I gotta move consciously. Fuck niggas watching, fuck niggas plotting, fuck niggas trying to get all of my pockets. Fuck niggas keep handing out their opinions before. Fuck nigga, all I got is problems. Look at me, mama, I'm popping. I did this for us, I miss my little sister and little brother. Pa just came home, even though he wasn't there for me. That's still my dog and I love him. Bag of the gas and I'm rolling it up. Illest nigga living and I'm dope as fuck. Represent your gang, nigga, throw it up. Niggas hate when they broke as fuck, so go get a bag. Yeah, go get a bag. Hey, yeah, go get a bag. Yeah, secure the bag. Hey, still don't happen, nigga. MLB
No Mr. Nice Guy, bring the mitts out. And catch the fade, you think I fade, I'm on the list now. This leap of faith is so important, taking risks now. In the rear, I see some peers who got their wrists out. I'm going Treylou, leave at home to get the rings. They still left Quaaludes, through all the shining fame. Just remember who has made you, cause when you elevate it, they gon' try to cut the cables and let you fall into a wasteland. Don't let these talents go to waste, man. Knowledge is power, got my mind inside my waistband. If they wanna test, I will hasten. Spur of the moment, got the heat, I'm Roger Mason, embracing. They best trap in a full press. Can't stop the plan to turn a port into a fortress. Can't stop somebody when he know just where he going. D Brown with the pump, no look, never showing.
I'ma finish my jam, never showing my hand. Never showing my hand. I'ma finish my jam, never showing my hand.
2 extra lines, that's supersonic. Leaving the city like supersonics a deal. I never sign it, I'm self-made. I'm my own offspring, forget what you offering. A nightmare that's often occurring is off these. MCs catch offers and I'm bagging at off these. An officer asked me and my white homies Boston while they painting they false truth. No justice like David in 96 and they trade you after saying they got you. I learned that I got me when Father Time do his work. I'm in the casket alone, that's why I stay by myself. No getting played in the newest year, it's a no-risk code world. And we just trapped in the Frigidaire, but I never fidget there. Stage fright doesn't happen to a pro, I hope you know that. Throw the crown on the king, kiss the ring and just fall back.
I'ma finish my jam, never showing my hand. Never showing my hand. I'ma finish my jam, never showing my hand. Doesn't happen to
Tattoo therapy? Visit Studio 219 for your next tattoo or piercing. Studio 219 is located at 1900 Piedmont Road in Atlanta, just 1 mile from the Lindbergh train station. Studio 219 is open Monday through Saturday from 12 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and closed every Sunday. Book your appointment today by visiting www.studio219ink.com. That's studio219inc.com. Make sure to follow 219 on Instagram for promotions and specials at Studio 219ink. Studio 219. Let us fix your creative itch.
Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma kill it with the stick, nigga. Glob on, glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma kill it with the stick, nigga. Glob on, glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma kill it with the stick, nigga. Glob on, glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. I'm an OG nigga, and I wish a nigga would run up or get done up, cause a nigga putting on for the hood. Tell the haters gotta get mine. Chop my smoke within the lunchtime. James Harden when it's clutch time. Mayweather when it's showtime. Here I come through the game with icy chain and swing. They call me Mr. J. Lane Lane. Mr. Illy, you the main man and spit flame. Pull up on the block in a Bruce Wayne. I keep 2 heaters like a Max Payne. I'm still a bad nigga, ain't shit changed. Mike Jack with the Mac, I make a Philippine. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma kill it with the stick, nigga. Glob on, glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma kill it with the stick, nigga. Glob on, glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma thrill it with the stick, nigga. Glob on, glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. I'm on the block with the powder packs. I'm a real nigga, I don't do autographs. I'm an OG nigga, I don't never dance. I'm in the club with the 38 in my pants. I'm a #1 trap pick, signed to a lifetime contract. Summer's gas in the house, fuck around and get a lifetime contract. I'm Michael Jackson reincarnated. I'm a fool with the tootie, nigga. My clip will make a movie, nigga. Couple shots, turn your brains to a smoothie, nigga. Pull up on the block in a Bruce Wayne. I keep 2 heaters like a Max Payne. I'm still a bad nigga, ain't shit changed. Mike Jack up the Mac, I make a Philippine. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma thrill it with the stick, nigga. Glob on, glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma thrill it with the stick, nigga. Glob on, glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma thrill it with the stick, nigga. Glob on, glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Pass me the sweets, little nigga. Pass me them sweets, little nigga. Small chronic bake. It's your boy, Ill Bleed.
And we're back. It's that time of day where you ask me a question and I answer it, or I find me some questions on Reddit and I answer them for them. So, let's get this thing a-langin'. The first one is, am I the asshole for not going on vacation with my family if my cousin brings her kids? Here we go. Background. I am a 28-year-old female. I've been going to school full-time and working full-time and teaching fitness classes as a side gig for the past 4 years. The 2 years before that, I was juggling 2 to 3 jobs at a time to save for school. I can count on one hand the number of small breaks that I've had in the last 6 years. I am very tired, but I graduate in a few short weeks. Here's the situation. Since my schedule is freeing up, my parents and 2 older sisters decided we wanted to go on a week's vacation early next year. We've been planning and discussing so far, and it's just been the 5 of us. My mom called me this past weekend and said that my oldest sister wanted to invite my cousin on vacation with us and asked what I thought. I immediately said, if she come, I ain't coming. Period. My cousin has a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and she would absolutely be bringing them if she came. I cannot imagine anything less relaxing than being on vacation with 2 toddlers. And as I said, I haven't been on a vacation in 6 years. My mom said she agrees with me, but it's pretty neutral on the whole situation. But she would tell my sister that my cousin couldn't come. Flash forward to last night. My oldest sister called me and told me I was a complete asshole for not letting my cousin come on vacation with us. She was raging. We got in a fight about it and haven't talked since, and the rest of my family is staying out of it. Am I the asshole? No. Don't let somebody make you feel like you are an asshole for your opinion, your feelings, and what you want. If you are paying for this vacation with your money, and you are expecting to relax and to do adult things, I don't understand why it's so wrong to say, I don't want you to come if you're going to bring the kids. Now, if you leaving the kids and it's just going to be you, come on, boo, let's go. Let's do this. This is an adult vacation. But if I was trying to be around kids, I'd go on a damn Disney cruise. That's all it is to it. But because I'm trying to be an adult, do some adult things, get messed up, have a good time, cuss, and whatever else I want to do. No, I don't want to be around your kids. I'm not babysitting. I'm not helping eating. I'm not sitting at the table with y'all. I'm not doing any of that. To be perfectly honest with you, if your mom feel that, if your sister feels that way, let her go on vacation by herself with your cousin, and you and your other sister and your mama go somewhere else. You don't have to go on vacation with them, baby. You do not. As a matter of fact, you could take your money and go to Chateau Elan and spend the week at Chateau Elan and do it big by your damn self. Do not let somebody else make you feel bad because you don't want to do what they want to do. Don't do it, sweetheart. Don't you do it. Don't you feel bad. Don't you feel bad in any kind of way. Teacher Nitra said, and them kids probably bad as hell too. And you know they bad as hell. They 2 and 4. They don't have no care. They gonna be on the plane making a ruckus, making a whole bunch of noise. They ain't gonna want to sleep. And then, you know, she gonna want to go off and do something. And guess what she gonna do? She gonna ask y'all to watch them. I'm so with you. No, you are not the asshole, ma'am. Don't even do it. Don't start nothing that you don't want to be a part of. Here's the next one. Am I the asshole for not giving my sister, who's a single mom, my share of an inheritance? Yeah, I know what I'm about to say, right? Because my 35-year-old female I'm 35-year-old female. My last remaining grandma passed away last month. A side of the family that is Jewish, so it's customary to give inheritance to the grandkids in Jewish families. My sister, 27-year-old female, is a single mom of 3, one with special needs. All have different dads, and none are in the picture. One is in jail, another was a one-night stand in Vegas and doesn't even remember his first name, and the other is just an unemployed deadbeat. She's drowning in debt, mostly medical bills for the special needs child, and got fired from multiple jobs due to having to always call out for her special needs child, having some medical emergency. She's months behind on rent, but the landlord hasn't evicted her because he feels sorry for her. My husband is a 42-year-old male, and I are child-free by choice. We aren't the Vanderbilts by any stretch, but we do have a comfortable lifestyle. We were going to use my portion of the inheritance for a down payment on a house. We live in an apartment, even though it's a nice one, and treat ourselves to a nice vacation in Europe. I've never been there, but dear husband has and I've always wanted to go. My sister's portion of the inheritance will cover some of her debt. She wants to pay off creditors first because they're threatening to take her to court, while the landlord is showing more leniency. But my family is saying I should give her my share of the inheritance because that would cover almost all of her debt. She wasn't spending frivolously, and it was mostly the mounting medical bills for my special needs nephew. And it's more important than a house because we're fine in our apartment, and this is more urgent. I'm no prude or slut shamer, but bottom line is my sister was reckless and having unprotected sex with multiple men and getting pregnant by 3 separate ones for various reasons. Can't help, won't help. And it's not my fault. I don't feel my husband and I should have to sacrifice our dream of being homeowners, which is incredibly hard to do these days. And having to sacrifice this vacation I've always wanted to go on. I was responsible and I think I made good choices, and I don't think I should have to suffer the consequences for her poor decisions. Am I the asshole? She has an edit here. Hold on. When I told my family I'm not responsible for her reckless life choices, they agree that she didn't make good decisions, but the children are innocent. And I agree, but that's still not my fault nor my problem. Also, I reminded them she could still get pregnant again at any time because she's young and didn't even and doesn't believe in abortion. Even if I give it to her, will it ever be enough? You know what? I hate to be the one to be like this, but I don't mind being the one to be like this. Like I tell y'all, sometimes what I say might not necessarily be the opinion of most, and most times I'm probably gonna say you aren't the asshole. This is one of those cases where I'm gonna say you aren't the asshole. Your grandma, if your grandma felt as though your sister should get all of the money, she would have changed the inheritance so that your sister get all of the money. Your grandma knew your sister's situation. Your grandma decided that she wanted to split it up however she wanted to split it up. So she can take hers and she can do whatever it is she need to do with her money. And it'll put her in a better position than she was at first. Baby, you got to live your life. Your life is yours to live and only yours to live. If you were to have kids, you don't want your kids to live in an apartment. You want them to have a white picket fence with a backyard and bay doors and a upstairs, downstairs, three bedroom flat, whatever. I don't know. Whatever your choices are. But you got to understand that sometimes you going to make choices that people ain't going to be happy with. And if they ain't happy with it, unfortunately, that's their issue, not your issue. And I know it's going to be hard because people are going to try to make you feel bad for it. But sweetheart, I wouldn't. Go to Europe, take your pictures, come back, move into your house, let your sister come over. Hell, watch your nieces and nephews for her every once in a while. But that's not your fault. Life dealt her the hand that it dealt her. She made an abundance of choices and decisions. Hell, why she go to Vegas after she already had one kid and then go and be reckless in Vegas? She had many. She could have plan B'd it. She need a plan B. Because if her plan A is to get your inheritance, she out of luck. I hope you do not give it to her. I hope you keep it for yourself. I hope you do right by that money. And I hope you continue to make smart, sound decisions. Because she got one that she got to make now. Teacher Anisha said, nah, she got hers. I would still get my house and maybe give her a little, but I'm getting my house. I know that's right, baby. I know that's right. Because what's the ladder? Did you sit in this apartment for another 15 years or 10 years because you're trying to save up to get a house or whatever it is, however long it'll take you? Nah. And I bet you that inheritance is you talking about being able to go to Europe and put the money down on a house. That don't sound like no little bit of inheritance. That sounds like a nice chunk of money. And for some people, it's really difficult to get a big lump sum and chunk of money like that. And it might not never happen again for them. No, I absolutely don't think you're an asshole, ma'am. And teacher Anisha also said it's okay to help, but she would initially be enabling her sister. And I completely agree with you. You are basically feeding into what got her there in the first place. Sometimes you got to live and eat your decisions, man. It ain't always easy, but the decisions that you make are yours, and you got to eat that, and you got to live with it, and you got to be not okay, but you got to survive through those decisions. So, no, I'm with you, friend. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Go do what you got to do, and don't do that. Don't you do that. Now, before we get out of here, because it's almost time for us to go, I just want to say that we have started our next book in the book club. If you would love to join our book club, there's a link in the bio. All you have to do is click it and you can join our book club. All of the books that we have read so far are on my website. You are able to purchase any of those books and read them. But I have a nice little All Hustle No Fear book club. We've got a couple of members in there. And what we do is we read self-help and we read motivational books. We read anything that is going to help us with the people that we are. Right now, our book club is all women. I don't like that. I like multiple perspectives. I like a male's perspective. And so I definitely would love it if we could get some more men in the book club. Now, we don't just read books that are about women or written by women or that are only written by Black people or that are of the Black perspective. But if you need a good book that is that in that line, we are reading some books like that, a book like that right now. So I started this book and I can already tell you that this is going to be one of those books that makes me think about the person that I want to be and the way my perspective on how I allow the world to become my reality. That's what I'm seeing from this book. Hood Feminism is the book that we're reading right now. And basically, the excerpt on the back says, today's feminist movement is a glaring blind spot, and paradoxically, it is women. Mainstream feminists rarely talk about meeting basic needs, such as basic needs as a feminist issue, argues Mickey Kendall. But food security, access to quality education, safe foods and a living wage, and medical care are all feminist issues. All too often, however, the focus is not on basic survival for the many, but an increasing privilege for the few. How can we stand in solidarity as a movement, Kendall asks, when there is a distinct likelihood that some women are oppressing others? In her searing collection of essays, Mickey Kendall takes aim at the legitimacy of the modern feminist movement, arguing that it has chronically failed to address the needs of all but a few women. An unforgettable debut, Kendall has written a furious Claremont call to a would-be feminist to live out the true mandate of the movement in thought and in deed. Okay. I ask myself a lot of times, am I a feminist? And if you really ask me that question, I would say no, I'm not a feminist. In the first couple of pages of the book, this woman is talking about her grandmother, who she's saying her grandmother would die being called a feminist. She's like, I'm not. Her grandmother would no way say that she is a feminist. But in reality, the things that her grandmother did, the life that she embodied, the values that she held true would definitely be considered feminism. So, whereas I'm here, yes, I want you to hold my door open. Yes, I want, I don't want to carry the heavy bags. I want to be taken care of in a way that is different than I believe a man should be taken care of. By those definitions, I guess I'm a feminist. But in a sense of, I'm a realist, or traditionalist. But in the sense of, I believe women should have a voice. I believe that the most exciting women in the world are the women who are loud and proud. I believe that anything a man can do, a woman can do if she wants to. I just don't want to. I believe that I should be allowed to make decisions about my body and my life based upon who I am and not based upon the traditions of womanhood. So in that sense, am I a feminist? I probably am in a sense, but I don't want to be put in that wear a pink hat society. You know, over the last 10 years, maybe not even 10, let's say 5 to 8, watching the feminist movement and the feminist struggle and watching women take to the streets. But then, like I said, y'all is feminist in the streets, but when it came time to vote, white women, we talking to you. When it came time to vote, you did not vote along feminist party lines. You voted for a misogynistic, patriarchal male, which makes absolutely no sense to me. So I'm looking forward to this book, and I'm looking forward to continuing, you know, what we're doing in the book club. So if you are someone who would like to join the book club, like I said, we read 5 pages a day. Okay, if you read 5 pages front and back, that makes 10 pages that you read daily. Most books are no more than about 200 pages. So that means in about a good 2 weeks, this is 260. Nope, those are sources. 258. So in most cases, we can get a book knocked out within 2 to 3 weeks. And that's been our goal. And that's what we've been doing. We have a Telegram group where we write out our perspective of the pages that we have read so that we can, you know, start a conversation. Because what I take away from this book and what you take away from this book, or the perspective that you have, are going to be completely different because of our realities. If I was a white woman reading this book, my reality would be completely different than a person of color. So, like I said, even with the male, I would love to see a male read this book and take away what he sees from it. Because as a male, most men have female daughters. So, you know, why not want to find out the life or the realities of what life will be for your female daughter, what she's having to go through, by reading something from a female perspective? That's just where I stand with this. So, you know, I'm, like I said, I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait to read this book and to continue reading this book. I want to thank again, because you always have to say thank you. And if you don't say thank you enough, say thank you more. I want to thank Teacher Anitra for purchasing this book for me for Christmas. This was a wonderful gift, and I thank you very, very much. I didn't even have to ask. Like, I was just like, hey, I just bought a kitchen table. Give me a day or two and I'll buy this book. And then next thing I know, I get a text message from Teacher Anitra, and she's like, just check the mail. It's on the way. And I absolutely positively appreciate that in so many facets. You have no idea. So, yeah, if you haven't read this book, or if you are looking forward to reading this book, or if you have read the book, I'd love to hear your perspective on it. And also, Teacher Anitra, I would like to start bringing our conversations to social media a little bit more. So if you are still out there and you're listening, or if Ty is out there, because I know Ty is in our book club as well, and she listens to the show. If you are out there, get on me a little bit more about bringing our conversation and bringing our book club to social media, because that's the only way that we're going to get more people in the group, is if we let them know what we're doing. Nothing that we're doing is private or is silent. It's all for the community. So yeah, I just want to say I really, really do appreciate this. And this is Hood Feminism. It's by Mickey Kendall, and it's Notes from the Woman, a Movement Forgot. All right. So like I said, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really looking to see how, you know, this changes my mind, you know, about some of the things that I see. And that's exactly what books do. Books enable us a chance to see the world through someone else's eyes and perspective, and then to be able to navigate the world through our perspective, our eyes, the realism that we see, you know. So very much looking forward to this. Thank you very much for this. And that's my time, you guys. This is All Hustle, No Fear. I'm going to play a little bit more music before we get out of here, because like I said, And for those who didn't catch the beginning of the show, I'll say it again. You know, some days we get up and we just don't. That's the end. That's it right there. We don't want to. We don't have the energy. We don't have the mental capabilities or prowess. We are tired. We are down. We are distraught. And we are desolate. We are depressed. And I need you to be human enough and to walk in your humanity enough to say that that's okay when you're feeling those feelings. But to also know that when you are down like that, when you don't feel like it, that the only answer is to do. And I know that sounds cliche, but it's like when you are at your lowest, sometimes just doing the minimum is enough. Sometimes just being in motion is enough. Don't stop. Just get up and just do it anyway. And as you do it, as you continue, eventually you just keep going. It's not supposed to be easy, you guys. It's not. And I'm not alone in this. I'm not alone. And I have no problem wearing my emotions on my sleeve for you. I have no problem being honest for you. Because if I'm going through something, there's at least one other person in this world who can understand or who can internalize or mirror the feeling that I'm feeling. It's somebody else going through what I go through. And right now, this is that season. It's the season of sad. It is. It's the darkness at 4 o'clock. It's the not being able to but wanting to. It's the missing of family members. It's it is what it is where we are. And to be a comedian is to live a tragic life. To be a motivational speaker is to be depressed. You know, sometimes we do or want to do the things that are the opposite of how we're actually feeling. You know, there are days where I can really understand where Robin Williams was coming from. We saw him as this person that had it together, who was making us laugh. So therefore we thought because he made us laugh that he was happy. But no, he was making us laugh because on the inside, he was so hurt. I motivate you because on the inside, I need motivation. I'm not always talking to you. I'm talking to my damn self, and I'm allowing you to listen. I'm allowing you to be a part of my journey. But the truth be told is I wake up every morning scared, just like you. I wake up every morning questioning my decisions, just as some of you do. I wake up in the morning asking myself why, just like y'all. I wake up in the morning some mornings not wanting to get out of bed, but knowing that I have to help you get out of yours. It's the life that we live. So I say to you, whatever it is that you feel is holding you down or holding you back, work through it. Find someone you can talk to. Write it down. Make it through it, but you can. And you can come out on the other side. And when you do, it'll be something on that side that's making you feel like shit too. Or it'll be something on that side that you got to work through. It'll be something on that side that you've got to rise up from. And you'll do it again. And you'll ride that wave. And you'll continue on and on and on. It is what it is. So that's my little ditty. That's my dumb ditty do. And hopefully, it reaches you where you need to be. We'll be right back here tomorrow again. On Wednesdays, I'm in here alone because Alex has a job. But, Alex will be back in the building tomorrow. And hopefully it'll just be a little bit more, If not, y'all are still tuned in. Go tell a friend. that, you know, the Breakfast Club ain't gonna be what it used to be. So we gonna go start watching All Hustle No Fear in the mornings. Tell a friend, repost. If you want to know how you can help All Hustle No Fear without donating, repost something that I've posted and tell all of your followers, go follow this nut. She's hilarious. That helps more than you know. Tell somebody to click the link in my bio. That helps more than you know. But if you got it like that and you want to throw me some dollars, AHNF923ATL is my cash app. Don't forget the $sign and send me some money. I take that too. All monies help to facilitate this process. I pay to be on air, you guys. This ain't free. I'm not doing this as a hobby. I'm doing this because I believe in it. If you believe in it too, help out. Buy a book with my link. It helps out. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. I promise it does. This is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. I am your girl, Sunshine Reigns, and we about to get out of here, but we not gonna go without hitting you with some music. So here is Win It by Dope Diana, and I might play another one before I get out of here because I got a little bit of time. All Hustle No Fear, Hits 92.3. Hit us up at allhustlenofear.com. And y'all make sure, if you need some therapy, go get a tattoo. Hit up Studio 219 Inc. and tell them I sent you. Yeah.
On it? Like, can you hear me? Okay.
I just wanna win it, go back home and spend it with all of my family, my kinfolk, my bitches. We did it, we going home with the riches, feed my family on Sundays and get them something for Christmas. Win it, go back home and spend it with all of my family, my kinfolk, my bitches. We did it, we going home with the riches, feed my family on Sundays and get them something for Christmas. Living with my eye open, still struggling to see light. That blind bat behind you, but they don't know that I bite. Them short shorts are quite tight. Your mama never taught right. Her head full of false hair, her mind full of starlight. Star bright, first star I see tonight. Wish he would get with me tonight. Don't wanna struggle, man, no fights, just spotlights and hot times. Drive by, don't duck, cause I'm the spiritual figure. The country Melisma can't fuck with you if you pull the triggers, that's ignorant. Yeah, nigga, I mean, they seen the opportunity, so I stepped up and seized it. Now I'm trying to finish this so I can get back to school shit. My parents kinda think that my rapping is cool shit. Glad they on my side, but they don't see that I juice this. If I had a chance, don't you think I would use it? Hell yeah, hell yeah. These niggas swearing I'm foolish, hell yeah. But they just want me to do it. They waiting on me to prove it. Just wanna win it, go back home and spend it with all of my family, my kinfolk, my bitches. We did it, we going home with the riches, feed my family on Sundays and get them something for Christmas. Win it, go back home and spend it with all of my family, my kinfolk, my bitches. We did it, we going home with the riches, feed my family on Sundays and get them something for Christmas. The struggle never ends, but yet my happiness seems to grow. Got my family all around me, and through me that love shall flow until the day I grow enough to break society's chains. In my pocket a little fame, in the other a watching rain. At this point I don't give a damn. I won on every level, I found out all the secrets, I collected all the medals. Yet to you I'm still a peddler, a very unfit young woman. Yet I do everything I need to keep the ball a rolling. I feel frozen, I shouldn't smoke today. You think I'm in your face, but I'm so far away. With my long sleeves, no scars today. You love me flaws and all, but flaws is all I have. You clutching onto me, but you tell me not to crab. You wanna know the word, but you ain't never felt the grass. Connect to the atmosphere, feel your sins past. Wake up from your dreams, take your ass to class. Win it, go back home and spend it with all of my family, my kinfolk, my bitches. We did it, we going home with the riches. Feed my family on Sundays and get them something for. I just wanna win it, go back home and spend it with all of my family, my kinfolk, my bitches. We did it, we going home with the riches. Feed my family on Sundays and get them something for. I just wanna win it, go back home and spend it with all of my family, my kinfolk, my bitches. We did it, we going home with the riches. Feed my family on Sundays and get them something for Christmas. The riches,
Looking, searching, trying to find the person that you used